welcome to another episode of Help with Natalie Cuomo. I am so excited. Gabby Bryan is making her return today.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh my God, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure, as always.
I really loved our first episode, so I'm happy that it did so well because we were so high on cold brew.
We were.
And we didn't shut the fuck up. And it was amazing. And now our vibe is, we're both feeling a little sleepy.
Yes.
We're both like, hey.
I feel like I'm my dog when he wakes up from a nap and he's just like.
Yeah, like, hello.
Yeah.
Hello. That does feel like the vibe right now.
Right? Last time we were here, we were talking about men.
My favorite subject.
We were talking about men. We were talking about our type.
Yes. Which we share. But a lot has changed.
A lot
since
has
our
changed.
last. Well, nothing has changed with me. But like for you, you're fully engaged. For me, I'm kind of exactly where I was and loving it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we talked about how we like men that are a little fucked up. But now I'm with like a nice guy who's my age.
I know.
It's
Your
crazy.
age, a comedian.
Yeah.
Kind.
It's
In the biz.
In the biz.
In the biz, which is, I always was like against dating comics for literally no reason. I was just so used to hearing female comics saying, no.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing all these comedian power couples, for example, Rosebud and Andy, let's say. Bonnie and Rich, sure, but they've always been the iconic comedy couple.
Right.
And I'm like, and now I'm doing comedy all the time and dating and trying to date, which is impossible.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, maybe you do have to fucking date a comedian.
What's the hardest part about like dating non-comics right now?
It's my schedule. I must sound like such a whore when I'm like, hey, I'm done at work at midnight, want to grab a drink at 1 a.m. Like there's no room. That's not a sweet Christian girl right there. That is a girl, meet me in the middle of the night for the first time.
Yeah.
And then I get there and I'm tired and,
I know you don't actually want to hang out after a show.
Not at all.
I never understood. There are so many male comics, like when I was coming up, that I noticed would bring first dates to shows.
I hate that.
I know.
And do you want to know why I hate that?
Yeah.
Is because every single time they leave that girl with me. Always. I always end up with that date. Because they're like,
Really?
Oh, Gabby's a girl's girl. And they leave me they go do their set. And
You are
go
a girl's girl.
I am. Thank you. And I try to be.
Yeah.
But they always leave me with that girl. And I'm like, so where are you from? Like now I'm on a date with her. I'm like, how many siblings do you have? Like, why?
I know. You're like, you should get to fuck her after that.
I should get to fuck her after that.
Yeah.
I should get to fuck both of them.
Yeah, but would you want to?
Yeah, there's a clear winner.
I was watching your video with, which one? Savannah? About the UTI.
Yes.
What inspired it? I loved it.
Okay, that's actually a historical retelling of something that actually happened to me. Okay. So in this life, I'm just like constantly trying to see what all the girls are up to.
Yeah.
I want to know what everyone's thinking about, what everyone's talking about. So my ears are always open. So I'm on the phone talking about a UTI, as you do.
Yeah.
I'm going, I have a UTI, I'm walking weird, whatever. And then as I'm talking about a UTI, a girl walks in front of me on the phone talking about her UTI. And I was like, the world is amazing. Being a girl is amazing. And we both were like,
She heard you?
yeah.
That's amazing.
We were both like, ugh, this UTI. Hey. And then Savannah and I, for our like sketch, we have like a little sketch group called Text Me Back. And we did like a retelling of it.
That's so
a
fun.
heightened retelling.
I'm obsessed with that.
Yeah. I want to be plugged into the girl community so bad.
Yeah.
Did you feel like because you came up in comedy at the time, because we kind of started around the same time, right?
Mhm.
How old were you when you started?
March 2018.
2018.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, I think I started in 2016. So,
Okay.
same. I mean,
Yeah.
started. I probably started in 2018. But it was so male heavy, which is fine.
Yeah.
I love boys. I have sex with them. I'm not man hating, but it was like such a male dominated industry that we try to be as masculine as possible to fit in.
Yeah.
And then now that it's not like that anymore and there needs to be a voice for the girlies, I feel like I'm like extra femme now.
I love that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like the last time you were on this podcast, I was like having trouble being friends with girls. I feel like now I'm like, I don't know why. I'm like, I have a lot more female positivity.
Yes. I think we all just kind of cracked open. Also, I mean, ultimately, there's way more girls saying comedy now,
Yeah.
which makes us more comfortable because then we get to do our thing.
Yeah.
I could talk about a UTI on stage and there's not a bunch of men looking at me like, what?
ew.
Now the girls are like, whoa! So it makes all of us more comfortable and then we're all hanging out.
I love that.
Right?
So I feel like you are like the dream maid of honor.
That is so nice. That's actually the nicest thing you could say.
But like that's you. You are queen of the girlies.
Oh my God. Can you please carve that into my gravestone when I die?
Queen of the girlies.
Queen of the girlies. Died the way she lived. A girl's girl.
Have you ever like been in a wedding party?
I was like co-maid of honor for my best friend's wedding.
Oh.
But that's it. But I didn't get the shining spot because these girls out here, they have sisters.
Oh.
And I think it's illegal
Yeah.
to make your sister your maid of honor. And I made her sure she knew that. Yeah. I'm like, that's not fair. She just naturally has a spot above me when I'm
the real best friend.
Yeah. So I was offended, to say the least.
Co-maid of honor.
I was co-maid of honor.
What was that like?
It was amazing. I was kind of more on like chaos control, which
Okay.
is, everyone has their strengths. So at a wedding, there's always drama.
Really?
And
like what kind of drama? Like why is it so crazy?
Everyone gets drunk and is screaming and it's chaotic,
Mm.
So that was my job to kind of handle situations,
Okay.
which I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there any situations that
Of
came up?
course. My best friend, and we're from the Jersey Shore, so we're trash, married a guy from Virginia. So he's trash.
Yeah.
So it was just a beautiful trash affair. And we're all drunk and everyone's screaming and shit's going everywhere. So
That sounds fun.
it was really fun.
Wow. Okay. As someone that's trying to plan a wedding and has no idea what I'm doing, what's your best advice?
I can't believe you're planning a wedding. Literally, what the fuck? You're getting married.
I know, it's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's fun.
It's good. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, that's my husband.
I
What?
know. What? That's my husband.
That's my husband. I don't know. I mean, here I'm like, I've never even gotten close to planning a wedding, so I don't have amazing advice.
Really? I feel like maid of honor, you're like in.
I guess so. I feel like don't invite people you don't like. I mean, that feels obvious, but like, you feel like you have to invite family members. Like, who cares?
100%.
Because then you have to pay for their meals.
Yeah, you have to pay $150 per meal.
That's illegal.
I know.
And imagine it's a cousin you don't care if they live or die. And you're like, I'm not wasting money on you.
Yeah, you stupid cousin.
You stupid cousin.
I feel that. I have, yeah.
Did you pick a venue? Did you?
We did.
You're doing that venue you showed me?
Yes. Put
Hell
down
yeah.
payment on the venue.
Hell yeah.
So that is thrilling.
Are you doing a full, what's it called? Court? Not court. Like bridesmaids and...
Yeah, I have 3 bridesmaids and Dan
Perfect.
has 4 groomsmen.
Perfect.
I hate that. I want it to be even.
Oh, yeah. We'll kill one of them.
Yeah.
Just start drama now. Start planting seeds and be like, I don't trust him, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
I'll
like I don't
slowly
like him. I don't really think he wants what's best for you.
Yeah.
Just kind of plant the seed. So I feel, back to the UTI conversation.
Yes.
I feel like there are UTI girls and yeast infection girls. Do you stand by this?
I do stand by this.
Do you get yeast infections?
I used to get so many yeast infections.
Really?
And never really UTIs. I
Yeah.
was a yeasty girl.
Yeah.
Shout out to my girls. And then I just kind of grew out of it.
Wow.
Yeah. Every time I had sex, I would get a yeast infection. Wow. And you know that little egg that you have to go up your vagina?
I hate that egg.
And then literally, I hate that egg. And then 4 hours later, you're like literally
you're like
sopping wet. One time, Zach Senior, hilarious comedian and my best friend, I was telling him about that egg. For men who don't know this, when you get a yeast infection, you get at the pharmacy a little plunger and a little egg-shaped item of medicine, whatever it is, and you plunge that egg up your pussy, and then 4 hours later, you are peeing your pants. Ultimately,
yeah.
And I was telling Zach Senior about this, and he goes, "Wait, do you guys do that so you could pretend to be a chicken?" I was like, what?
Actually,
What? Why would we do that?
I feel like there are other ways I would pretend to be a chicken.
I mean, first of all, that's not the direction that eggs go from a chicken. Eggs
Right.
don't go in.
They go out.
They go out.
So I feel like I get BV, and I recently got this
What's BV?
like bacterial vaginitis. or whatever.
Yeah.
So I got this like pill.
Oh.
And I was like, but okay, so I was just like, I put the pill up there, totally forgot about it, and then I was like, let's have sex.
No.
I know. And he was like, oh my God, your vagina is like sandpaper. It was like, I was like,
oh
he
my
was like,
God.
I am on fire right now. And I was like, oh my God, I am
Sorry.
so sorry. Totally forgot about my little.
My little situation. But you have what I have now. And that's what happens when you're engaged. You really lose all like growing up. You'd be like, oh, I feel like my pussy smells weird. And then you get older and you're like, don't care.
You're like, yeah, just.
I'll have sex in a coal mine. Like it's a wrap on caring.
What's the weirdest place you've had sex?
I had sex on a dumpster once.
No.
And I had sex on a gravel driveway once. And I was obviously hammered, drunk on vacation. And I stood up and I was covered in like scratches because it was like loose gravel.
The gravel driveway, I think, is the worst.
That was and then we both stood up and then you know when you're like in a driveway and then there's like the trenches on the, edges, he fell in that trench. And I remember being so drunk and being like, where'd he go?
It's like a scene from a movie. There you are.
Oh, hi.
The dumpster on top.
Yeah. Not in. That would be crazy.
That would be a new achievement.
I think I would do it for the story.
Yeah.
I'm big on doing things for the story. But it was just on top of a dumpster.
Same guy for both.
No, of course
I
not.
feel like there are guys that just like doing it outside.
I like having sex outside.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Look at the
know.
scenery.
Yeah.
Just like, what a nice view today.
Oh, so beautiful.
I feel like there's something that people think is like masculating about like getting a blowjob outside.
Yeah, I don't do that.
No.
I will never blow you outside because then
No.
I can't see the scenery. I'm just looking at your fupa. I don't really give blowjobs. Did we talk about that?
No.
It's just not really for me. I give
Really?
them,
Yeah.
but just not on the reg. Do you know what I mean? You have to be rocking hot and you have to have abs or no chance in hell.
Really?
I mean that.
Really?
Yeah. Because my visual needs to be as good as your visual.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I completely agree.
I'm not going to look at a pudgy little stomach while I'm giving a blowjob.
Yeah. And
In
it's
what
all you
world?
see.
I immediately check out. If I'm looking at abs, then I'm in. Then we're in.
Wow.
And I give them a lot in the beginning, I guess, and then it's
hard to keep up with the amount from the beginning.
yeah,
So
it's such a stretch. I don't give a lot in the beginning.
Really?
Even then, yeah.
Do you get complaints?
No, actually, men have really never minded it,
I like that.
which sounds like a lie, but
No.
I swear to God, I've dated a couple of men. Well, I joke about it so much in my act that men kind of already know that's the situation.
Yeah.
And I give them, it's not like I don't give them at all, but I've had guys be like, hey, just so you know, I don't really care. And I'm like, really?
Well, now that you say that.
Well, now I'll blow you.
What do you talk about most in your act on stage?
Being a girl.
Like what? What about being a
I talk
girl?
about sex. I talk about dating. I talk about religion a little bit randomly.
What about religion?
Just like I talk about like I have this big bit right now about how astrology is religion
Yeah.
and how we all gave up religion and then just took on another religion.
What's your sign?
Pisces. What's yours?
Sagittarius.
What's that one?
It's December. It's a fire sign. It's very compatible with Pisces.
Really?
I'm
Hold my hand.
shocked you don't know this. Yes.
Wait, I don't know. I only know what my friends are.
Really?
And I don't know any
I'm not your
Sagittarius.
friend?
You're my friend. I mean, like my immediate.
Yeah.
But get in my circle. Get in my circle.
I'm
bitch.
trying to get in your circle. Why do you think you're here right now?
Get in here.
Welcome.
To the circle. What is Sag? What is that?
It's like the explorer.
Oh,
Mhm.
come on
Like
the road.
adventurous. Yeah.
She's on tour.
She's on tour. She likes to travel, see new things. What do you feel like? Do you believe in astrology?
Kind of. I can't not because I look like this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's already, as hard as I try to fight against it, I'm like, oh, it's pretty spot on.
Yeah, it's irresistible.
And I'm a white woman and I have a white mom, and all white moms are witches. Honestly, all moms are witches.
Really?
I believe that. So my mom is like crystals and astrology and blah, 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 blah. So it's in there.
Really?
It's up in there.
So your mom's like super witchy?
Yeah.
That would make me not like astrology.
Because, it's in, no, but that's why I fought against it for so long.
Yeah.
But then when someone says something, I'm like, it's maybe because you're a Cancer. Blech.
What's your mom's sign?
Aquarius, and my dad.
My mom is the opposite. She hates astrology. Like I had like my stepsister was doing astrology. Like that was like her profession somehow.
Ooh.
And my mother was like, I cannot believe she is just having people pay her to lie to them. I was like,
oh,
okay,
isn't
mother.
that every job though?
Yeah, right? Like,
we lie to people all day long.
Yeah. What do therapists do?
What's an actor? Tell me what an actor is then.
A liar.
A liar.
I don't know. I do like astrology, but I understand the skepticism.
I think it's ridiculous, but that being said, I love it.
It's fun.
But it's not more ridiculous than any other religion. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of my point ultimately.
It's still man-made.
It's still man-made. It's a little more cuckoo, but you're going to tell me there's God and Jesus and there's just two guys running the thing?
There's no way that it's two guys.
There's no way a father and son are running this world. I'm sorry. It's not a construction business. There's no fucking way that it's just two guys.
There's got to be a woman in there.
There's got to be a woman in there.
Like Mother Earth, I feel like that's a...
Yeah, and she's probably a bitch. She's a bitch.
Well,
she's clearly going through menopause.
She is.
And she is not happy. Did your mom go through menopause?
Yeah.
Scariest time to be alive is when your mom's going through menopause.
It is.
I think I hid from my mom for truly 3 years.
I feel like my mom internalized menopause.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's dark.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. I feel for you.
I love the new tattoo. Why a tiger?
I just liked it.
I'm
I
obsessed.
think once you get, you know this, like once you get a lot of tattoos, you start not caring if they have meaning or not.
Yes.
And I went to Big Steve, shout out Big Steve, love him. And I was just looking at his flash and I'm like, I wanted a tiger or a panther.
I honestly, I feel like a panther is just like too much shading.
Yeah, it looks like it hurts, but he's so fine line that it's kind of like the shading none of this hurt.
He's so good.
This hurt like a motherfucker. And it came out really dark and a little more metal than I wanted it to. But
no, I love it. I don't know why you feel that way about it.
You know I'm insecure about this tattoo.
I know. I love it. I don't know. It's perfect.
I'm looking at myself on the TV. It's just a lot. But I'm getting into it.
No.
Now that I got this, it's a little more even. I have to even out my, yeah.
I know. Every single time you get a tattoo, you just notice the blank space.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, but I could fill in right here.
Well, it just felt like I had this one like misfit metal tattoo and then really only little stuff. And I'm like, it looks insane.
No,
but now with
it's
this,
in your head for sure.
It totally is.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get more. I want more in my arms. And I want a back piece so bad.
Same.
Have you seen Angelina Jolie's back?
No.
Oh my God. So she's my idol. I'm obsessed with her. I don't know why. I just think she's the most gorgeous woman in the world.
She is pretty.
The fact that she looks so classy and is covered in tattoos is so cool.
Yes.
But she has this giant tiger on her back. But it's like the lower half of her back. And then she has all of these like, I don't know, Buddhist tattoos or something. But the tiger is so cool.
Oh my God. I love that.
I want a big...
I know. I always wanted one of those like traditional back pieces, but then it doesn't match the style of like any of my other tattoos at all.
Your style is like American?
Yeah. Like American traditional, like patchwork. Yeah. I don't know.
But you could get a big one on your back.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck?
You don't have your back done at all.
I have nothing. It's a virgin back.
Oh my God. Get a whole thing.
Right?
Get
what
a whole
should
thing.
I get?
But you could get those like the 3 headed horsemen. You know what I'm talking about?
I want to get like Medusa.
Yeah.
Or like, I think that would be fun.
That'd be cool.
I'm like, I'm not even gonna see it except for like, I feel like the only person that sees it is Dan when we're having sex.
Yeah. But, you know, when you look in the
kinda,
mirror and you're like,
around,
"Ooh,
you're like, ooh, hello.
hello.
Hi.
And there's nothing cooler than a back piece.
I know. And it takes forever too. So you like feel like you earned it.
Yeah. And you're just sitting there like kind of naked in a tattoo shop, which is cool. Hanging out.
What do you think you would do if you weren't a comedian?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think I would probably be like a lawyer.
Really?
Just because I'm a real confrontational bitch.
Ah, really?
Yeah. I think I would be in some sort of aggressive field like that.
I don't see you as really? How are you confrontational?
I'm only confrontational when I have to be.
Yeah.
But when I have to be, I'm excited to be there.
What's the last time you were confrontational?
Oh, I don't know. I work part-time in marketing, and my boss will often put me on the phone with like difficult customers because I love it.
Really?
Where he's like, "Oh, this woman's annoying me." I'm like, "What's her number? I'll do it." And then I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that you feel that way, but unfortunately, it's never gonna happen." Like that's my vibe.
Like
I
the
love
smiling.
it. I'm literally like swirling a latte. Like, unfortunately, there's no chance in hell, you dumb bitch. I love that.
It's so funny. Like one of my best friends, she does like sales on the phone, and like I came over before she was like done, so I just like heard her doing the fake smile voice the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Were you smiling while you were talking?" Like I could hear it. That was
Yeah.
you just like hear them being like, "Okay, anything you want."
It is you put on a character.
I know. There's so many times when I was working as a server that like I'd be like, "Thank you," and turn around and be like, "That's stupid bitch."
I was a film producer for a long time. And I
Yeah.
do miss that. There's a part of me that wants to absolutely quit comedy.
Did you
and go back
retire
to
after you
producing.
won the Emmy?
I did. I was like, now that we've done that,
There's nothing left for me to achieve.
this industry is conquered.
See ya.
But I do miss it. I miss being on set. I liked that.
That's fun.
I like that a lot. Like behind the camera.
How do you stay like positive, happy? Like how?
In this life?
In this life,
In this life
Gabby.
we lead? How do I say positive and happy? I have no idea. No idea.
It's amazing.
I'm in 30 group texts with different, the same collection of girls. That really fuels me.
Yeah.
Being in constant contact with your girls is huge.
Yeah.
It could be nothing.
About like anything.
My friend Dana has this tradition where every morning she sends a picture of abs and she says top of the abs to you. And that will really jumpstart your day.
Wow.
Yeah, anyone's abs. Real abs that a photograph you took in real life, online abs, whatever.
What inspired this?
I don't know. She just started doing it.
Top of the abs to you.
Top of the abs to you.
Wow. You work out, don't you?
Yeah.
Peloton?
Peloton. I love Peloton. Peloton. Please, I want to work with you.
I want to buy a Peloton and I'm terrified I'll buy it and then just not use it at all.
It is no, you will, because it's right there.
I just moved into an apartment that has a gym.
Oh.
But it's like, I've gone like maybe 6 times.
You just have to start getting in your routine.
And then I get this idea that I'm like, ugh, it doesn't even do anything. So there's no point.
Well, you're so skinny, like you don't really need to. Right?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like I want to like get in good shape.
You want to get ripped?
Yes.
Well, start getting like prison ripped.
Right? I want to
That's
get
cool.
prison ripped. Yes.
Get
Imagine
prison
taking off
ripped.
your shirt and being like, I have abs.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what I want.
Do it.
But I'm really stuck at the starting line.
But that's the easier kind of workout. When
Really?
you don't have to do cardio, which is hell, and you could just lift weights like you're in prison,
I have no idea how to lift weights. Like I don't even know what direction to lift them in.
literally go online, type in arm workout, YouTube, and then it'll be some
And then
girl
just be like,
showing you how to do it.
Okay. Always a girl.
It's, oh my God. Of course.
How
Or a
is-
gay guy.
How is the dating life now?
I'm on a moment. I'm on a rest period.
Okay.
I just haven't met a man I respect in 4 years. Did COVID kill them? Where did they go? Did they move to Miami? Like where are they?
What are qualities in a man that you want?
I don't even know. I don't even know
Like, what
anymore.
makes a man respectable?
I used to go on dates and love meeting new people and la 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 and a drink here and whatever. I'll have an old fashioned, don't like it, but want to sound cool, you know? And I go on a date now and every guy is just like the worst.
Yeah. I feel like the jealousy and insecurity when you're out doing comedy is like the most like turn off, give you the ick ever.
The biggest ick ever. Also, I think like from doing comedy for so many years, I come on a little strong. Like I'm like very solid, you know?
Yeah.
And men don't really know what to do with that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like literally unshakable. Yes. Like I'm not nervous. I'll ask you whatever question, you know, like I'm looking you dead in the eye. There's no like what? No, there's none of that anymore. I'm like, where are you from and why? You know, like I come on a little hot now.
What would be your advice to girls that feel like shy talking to guys?
God
like
bless you. I'm jealous. I wish I was shy. I wish I was mysterious.
I am the opposite of mysterious, I feel.
Same. I can't shut the fuck up.
Same. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to post 3 times on Instagram today so I don't have to do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow I'm like, let me post right now.
My feed is a nightmare. If you follow me, I apologize.
I literally get it. You're one of the few people that I get excited when I see one of your posts. I'm like, love her.
Really?
Yes.
I love you.
Most people, I'm like, that stupid bitch.
I hate Instagram. I've now like muted everyone and I only follow like mom influencers.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I only get like moms and their kids on vacation and it's like so earnest. Like that energy of a mom who just got a ice plunge.
Yes.
From her husband. And that's her personality now. That is what I'm interested in seeing on Instagram.
Really? Why?
Because it's just so sweet.
Okay. Do you want to have kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, not
boy,
soon.
girl.
I'd like one girl.
I feel like I can see that.
I want my daughter to be so serious. I want my daughter to like eye roll at everything I do. And she's like sitting there with her Palm Pilot, like, we're running late.
I miss Palm Pilots. Like she goes back in time and gets a Palm Pilot.
And I buy her one just to keep up with my schedule.
And she's like, here, you can have a BlackBerry.
I would bring her everywhere. She would be there. On an iPad, like silent.
There's a few comedians that just like bring their 8-year-old kids everywhere.
Yeah.
And like even on podcasts. And I'm like, all right.
And you're like talking about anal and there's just a kid in the room. And
I
you're
know.
like, oh my God.
I'm like,
Bonnie brings her daughter everywhere.
Yeah, but her daughter's like 16.
Yeah, but even when Raina was like little, she was everywhere.
I love Bonnie.
I love Bonnie so much. She's my idol.
I was telling my mom about how much I love Bonnie. And now my mom is like on a deep dive of all of Bonnie's comedy. It's adorable.
She's a genius. She should be the president of comedy.
I thought you were going to say the United States, which would be totally.
And the United States, but I just don't think she would want to.
No,
take
that's
on that
too much pressure.
She's also Canadian. So I don't think she can. But have you read her book?
A part of it.
Oh,
it's
my
so
God.
good.
Her book is so good. Her book is so good. I was laughing out loud. She's amazing. I love her. Bonnie, I love you.
This episode is called Bonnie, I Love You.
Let's make it that. No, I wanna date. I wanna get excited about dating again. I don't know. See, now you're engaged, so it's like, how can we even relate? Other than, I mean, for dating wise. We can relate on a human girl level.
Yes.
But I feel like I turned 29 and I cannot have a crush anymore.
Really?
Like, because I'm so jaded in dating. And I want to be clear. But I just can't get excited about a guy in the way that I used to. Because a crush is just a lack of information.
It really is. It really is.
So.
And when you've had enough experience of people disappointing you, it's just like,
I can't have a crush anymore. I'm like, what are you hiding?
Now
I'm immediately angry. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck you. And he's like, what? You know?
I remember like before I was with Dan, this guy canceled on me to like hang out with his friends. And it was like really totally up in the air and he didn't invite me. I went on stage. I was like, just got rejected. How dare he? Hope he dies.
Like, oh my God. It's crazy.
I can really be so unhinged. Like one of my sponsors like dropped me and I literally responded. I was like, a tragic loss for G Fuel. And Dan was like, wow.
Oh my God. When you said sponsor, I thought you meant like sober sponsor. And I was like,
No.
what?
That
Are you
would be-
sober?
I haven't drank since September,
Just because.
but I've been smoking like so much weed.
Right. Is
Yeah.
Dan sober?
He doesn't drink. He was like getting sober when we were together, and we were hanging out like every day. So I was like, I don't need to drink.
Yeah, when you date someone who's sober, maybe you have one drink every now and then, but it's just like the impetus isn't there.
Now I feel weird. I'm like, if I had a drink, would I die?
It hurts. When you stop for a while and you have one drink, you feel. I had a beer for the first time in honestly a year the other day.
Really?
And I was like, I feel it in my eyeballs. Do you know what I mean? I was like,
It's weird giving up something that's like so integral to our culture for that long, especially since I'm like, I don't have a problem with alcohol. I just decided to stop drinking it.
Yeah.
And I look at him like, maybe I'll drink it one day. But it is weird to. Originally, I felt really frustrated because I felt like I was like pressured to drink at shows all the time.
Oh,
and I'd have to be like, oh, I don't drink until after I go up. But now I'm like not opening for people. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But you know, when you open for someone and they're like, have a drink. And you're like, oh, I really don't want to.
It is a part of it.
Yeah.
But I also think there's so many sober comedians at this point that you don't have to.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you give in to peer pressure? Are you?
Sometimes. It depends on who it's coming from.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like in those situations where I'm like, if it's a loser comedian, I'm going to be like, don't ever tell me what to do. But if it's like a cool girly, I'm like, fine.
I'll have a drink.
Fine, I'll have a drink.
Yeah, I feel that. Like, I don't really like to smoke right before I go on stage, but like, we're driving and like Dan's having a joint. I'm like, okay, I can't not smoke if it's right there. So I feel like I give into peer pressure that way.
Yeah. Well, that's your fiance.
Yeah.
And it's free.
It is free.
It's a whole different story when it's free. Because then you're like, well, might as well. But I don't like drinking at shows. Because you know at a club and you have to hang out with all the comedians and you're not friends with these people in real life often. Right. There's the group that you're friends with and then there's kind of randoms.
Yeah.
And I would rather choose to get drunk with my actual friends than with a bunch of comedians. So I like save it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I save that drunk day for an actual fun drunk day.
What like where are most of your friends from? Like growing up?
In New York, it's like college.
College.
And some high school, because, I live close.
Where'd you go to college?
At Pace.
Oh, really?
Yeah, downtown.
My cousin went there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What year did they graduate?
I think he's like 38.
Oh. I'm 16, so I wouldn't.
Yeah, I know. You guys totally wouldn't.
We totally missed each other. Our vibe right now is just like, hey, so
hi.
What's new?
I don't know. I'm so mellow today.
I feel mellow too. I also put on a spray tan to let it bake today, so I'm feeling really sticky.
You know what? I feel like I want to get I've been thinking about it for so long. I feel like I just want to get a spray tan.
Get the spray tan mousse. That's what I do. I put on a mitt. My apartment
self-tanner, I cannot. I'm going to make a fucking massive mess.
It's the future. It's not a spray can anymore like it used to be when we grow up.
It's like
you get it, you put a mitt on. My apartment looks like a goddamn lab, a girl lab. I have like all these mitts and little bottles. You put a mitt on and then it's like mousse. And then you just rub it on. It doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, but I feel like that seems like I'm going to do it uneven. I'm going to leave it on for too long. Like the amount of mistakes, there's so much room for error.
Of course. But you don't know till you do it.
I had like, because I have an Ipsy subscription that I haven't canceled in years. Mm-hmm. And one time they sent like a spray tan and a mitt. And I was like, oh, absolutely not. I'm going to totally ruin this.
It's really not hard.
Really?
I could do it in 3 minutes flat, but I'm from the Jersey Shore, so it's a part of our culture.
Oh my God. Do you identify with like being from Jersey?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not that I have lived there since I was legitimately, 17 or 18, but it's just really, the older I get, the older you get, you realize kind of your core belief systems. And mine is a lot of spray tan, nails. I say Haribo. Like I'm getting so Jersey as I go. It's not fading.
I like that.
Yeah.
I always felt like a lot of resentment from growing up in Queens. Like I felt like it wasn't the childhood that I wanted. And I felt really like resentful of that. Like I felt like I never went to school in my neighborhood. So I felt like I never had like a community. And I always felt like just like taking the bus an hour to school like sucked.
Yeah.
But now that I've been going on the road and seeing other parts of America,
Girl.
I'm like, holy shit, like Queens is awesome. Like
Queens is awesome.
I feel like I've just been visiting some cities that I'm like, oh, you guys need comedy.
There is a darkness to suburbia.
Yeah, or even just like so much of middle America like it feels like another country. It's just like a completely different perspective, way of life. I mean, we went to Cleveland and it was actually my least favorite place that I visited.
Really? I've only been once.
But I feel like that was because when we checked into the hotel, there was like a sign that was like 700 cars get stolen a month because of a viral video. Like, and we're like, so if you want a free refund, that's fine. I was like,
because of a viral video?
There's a viral video.
It was one of our clips.
It was one of our clips where we're hijacking
like, wow,
a Nissan.
This comedy is so bad. I'm going to steal a car about it.
Has your car ever gotten broken into?
No.
No?
No.
And then we were doing shows in Detroit and like the host was telling us all these stories about like his car getting robbed while he was in it. Like,
oh my God.
I know. And I was like, oh my God, I guess Queens is not that bad. But I really do feel like I grew up in Bayside and then I went to school in Douglaston, then Little Neck. Then I moved to Astoria and went to school in Long Island City. So it was just never.
You were moving.
Yeah. And there's never like a friend next door that'd be like, hey.
Yeah.
Like I want some situational childhood friends.
Mm-hmm. You don't have any stragglers from high school?
High school? No.
Isn't
that crazy?
It's not that crazy because you only really end up in adulthood with like 2 of them or 3 of them, I feel like.
Yeah. I have like one childhood best friend and then everyone else is like came after college.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it?
Where'd you go to college?
Bard.
Where's that?
Upstate.
What'd you go for?
Environmental science.
Oh.
I know.
Oh, she's smart.
No.
What did you want to be?
A farmer.
That's amazing. That's such a girl who grew up in city who was like, I just really feel like I want to farm. I'm over the big city. I just want to farm.
I know.
And then you move right back.
I focus in agriculture. I worked on like some sheep farms, some vegetable. I got into a really like this farm was hard to get a job.
Oh my God.
Hardy Roots.
Well, shout out.
Shout out. I actually wound up not working there, but I was just proud to have gone.
Yeah.
We went on like a class trip there and like the main farmer knew me and I was like, see that?
Stop.
It's so funny because like everything in comedy feels so important, but then you realize like everything always felt so important wherever you were in your life and it never was.
Yes. Every job has their people, they're cool, the cools.
Yeah,
cool
like
ones,
some sort of
dorks.
hierarchy.
Yes, it's
and
there.
It all just doesn't fucking matter.
You know, dentists are talking shit about each other. Do you know what I mean? Like it never, it goes to every industry.
Oh my God. Whenever I have a dentist in the crowd, I'm like, oh, so can you tell if someone gives a lot of head? And they can. Your dentist can tell if you've been sucking dick.
No.
Yes. Like bursted blood vessels.
Mine are completely intact. That is crazy. So they're literally sitting there slut shaming you while they're in your mouth.
Yeah, that's why they're being so nice.
Oh. You know, I have a really nice orthodontist right now, and I've been suspicious of it.
Yeah. I never had an orthodontist. Why do you have an orthodontist?
Because I have retainers because I'm moving my teeth around.
Yeah, I feel like before I go to the dentist now, I'm like, sorry, no deep throat.
No, sorry. He's going to shame me. I could tell. My copay is going to be higher than usual. Or lower.
Okay, so let's.
Oh my God, yeah, I forgot about this.
This is my favorite deck ever, the Wild Unknown Tarot. This is the deck that I actually have like had for years. And at first I wasn't even bringing it on my podcast because I was like, it's too special.
It's too special. I got into tarot. I think I said this on the last one. I got into tarot during the pandemic and we had a lot of fun with it.
It's so fun. Sometimes though you read a card and you're like, okay.
All right.
Okay. I will pull a card for you.
I'm excited.
Let's see. What kind of June? What kind of hot girl summer are we
You know,
expecting?
I'm on the up and up.
Yeah, we are.
I'm over my breakups. I'm feeling free.
Breakups.
My breakups, my rolling breakups. I've been going through a breakup for what feels like 9 years. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive. I'm tanned, toned, ready to rock. What is it?
The Magician.
Oh, what does that
love
mean?
that.
Do we look it up? Should I look it up?
We absolutely look it up. Wait, we have a book. We absolutely. The Magician. This is the first card after the Fool in the journey, in the hero's journey.
Understanding the deck. Wait.
And it kind of looks like your tattoo.
Wow, it really does.
I mean, it's not a tiger, but
is it alphabetical? How do you find it?
It'll come to you.
Or there's cool actually like tattoo imagery in here.
I know. I really can't believe I don't have a tarot card tattoo.
I really want to date another tattoo artist.
Did he give you any tattoos?
No. He offered, but
you didn't want to?
No, he's a little bit more like
thicker lines.
Thicker lines.
Yeah.
Love his stuff though. I can't find it. Ooh, a turtle.
Okay, you're close.
I found it. The Magician, self-empowerment action. What did I just say?
She's on the up and up. I told you this was my powerful deck.
Oh my God, this is a powerful deck.
Yeah.
The Magician is a card of boundless, expansive energy. Whereas many of the major arcana deal with stillness or aspects of the mind, this card is about action, action, action. It's time to see yourself as the wildcat. Embrace his speed, grace, and abilities. Don't be afraid to begin. You have the power of all 4 elements within your reach. Now is the time to use them. This is exactly how I feel right now in my life.
Yes.
I feel like we're on the up and up. Things are moving. Things are happening. I'm feeling good. This is great.
I love this.
I love this.
And it's the Wildcats.
And High School Musical Wildcats. Wait, is that what that was?
It was.
Yeah, wait, I nailed it.
I still sing High School Musical to myself in the shower. Get your head in the game.
In this together.
Okay. So good.
I'm gonna do yours.
Yes, please.
Do I just go for one?
Sure. No rules. Wait, you gotta get the whole deck down.
I feel like put that one in.
Just in case, I am also on the up and up.
I think you are. I think
feel
we're
it.
both in an amazing place. I think we
agree.
were in a tragic manic episode last
We were, but it was enjoyable.
It was hilarious. I mean, I love a manic episode. Don't get me wrong. You get so much done in a manic episode.
I think I'm gonna have a manic shopping episode after this.
Yes. We're in Chinatown. I want to buy a fake Chanel bag.
I want to buy a pair of white sneakers that I can wear with a summer dress.
I can help you with that. Ready? Oh.
What have we here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of cups.
Seven of cups. You want to find it? Yes. All right.
The
Cups.
7 of cups upright. Is that upright?
I only know how to read it upright, so we're gonna say yes.
I think this feels like upright.
Yeah.
Well, you can't.
No, that's upside down.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
is that supposed to be on top?
Yeah.
Okay, the 7 of cups reversed.
Okay.
I think you just passed it.
No, that was the okay.
Oh, there.
Oh no, it's not good. It's not the.
But it's reversed.
It is reversed. I don't know what that means.
So it's the opposite.
Is that it?
Yeah. Does it show you the reversed
No.
meaning? Let's Google it.
This.
No. Don't even read
We
it.
don't
'cause
even. Okay,
that's
we're
not what
even
it
gonna
is.
read it. We're gonna wait for Gabby's interpretation.
Well, you can't read the regular. If
No,
it's
no,
the
we need to
7
know what it really
of
is.
cups.
I like that you
reversed.
honor the position of the card.
I mean, it's a huge part of it. They say.
I love that.
Okay, hold on. Reversed. Alignment, personal values, overwhelmed by choices. Ooh. Hold on. Where's the reverse? Okay. The reverse 7 of cups often appears when you face several different choices, planning a wedding. And instead of choosing the option that may appeal to others, you are relying on your inner wisdom and guidance to show you the best way. You may come up with your own criteria to help you make decisions in alignment with your inner being. So it's actually a really good card.
Okay.
That means you're trusting your intuition. And I think that says a lot about this podcast episode from where we were to where we are now.
I agree.
That you trusted yourself and you found the love of your life and he was right in front of you the whole time.
Who knew? We were just buds.
Just buds.
We were just buds. And the bud blossomed.
The bud blossom. Apparently you're supposed to marry your friends, they say.
He's the first person that was my friend first that I've dated.
Oh my God.
Yeah, usually it's like, but first we were friends for a while. And then
Crucial.
I know.
I was actually the first person to find out.
You were the first person to find out. And you are like pretty much the only comic that came to my special just to support. And I like hear your laugh on my special. And I love you and I will never forget it.
I love you. And why is that the truth, though? More people should come to special tapings.
Guess what? It's over now.
It's too late.
But you can watch it on YouTube.
You could also hear my laugh on Bonnie's special. And I listen to it a lot because I like, love studying every once in a while. And I'm like, that's me. And my laugh is annoying.
No, it's amazing.
No, your special was so great.
Thank you.
Are you happy with it?
I am. I'm happy with it. I feel like obviously with anything, you feel like you've improved a lot since then.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with it. I like the way it came out.
It's amazing. It's a very big moment.
It is. It is. It's exciting.
I couldn't even imagine doing an hour. I could if I guess I have it, but I'm like.
Yeah, you have it. I mean, my special's half an hour, so.
Oh, but you did an hour.
I did do an hour, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you cut it down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. That's smart.
Yeah.
I just get really bored of my own voice, which makes me think I need to do something.
I feel like
more.
it's just maybe like time, like you just force yourself into.
I guess so. That's what one time I would open up for Andy Haynes in Chicago, and I was like, I literally can't even imagine doing an hour. And he was like, I felt the same way. And then you just kind of like do it, and you're like, all right, this is it.
Yeah.
But he's like, there's nothing better than 15-minute club spots. I'm like, that's the bread and butter. That's the shit.
I feel like I can't really work on stuff as much. Like I feel like I've been writing so much new stuff, and since I've been on the road doing longer sets, like I can work on it, and like I feel like I'm writing so much. But as soon as I get to the city and just do club spots, it's like, okay, I can only do like the 15 I know work, and I can't like fuck around as much or just like explore those different parts of myself the same way.
I think you can just sandwich it.
Yeah.
But you get in a mode of not trying new stuff, and then you do try a lot of new stuff, and then you go back to the hits and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. It's a new joke sandwich.
I just wish I could I could do 30 minutes of crowd work and 30 minutes of stand-up.
You can.
That's my dream.
Do it. You're really good at crowd work.
Thank you. I love it.
Yeah.
So much more than I start doing jokes and I'm like, ugh. Do you guys really want to know what? Like, I want to find out about you.
Yeah.
But I forget that they don't know what I'm going to say, and I know what I'm going to say.
Right. Because you're not as. I feel like when I feel that way about a joke, if you just write like one new tag at the end, it kind of like freshens up the whole joke.
Yeah.
So
I've been doing a lot of new stuff because I've been so bored of my old.
I like that.
Yeah.
Are you at the stand tonight?
No, I'm at Comedy Underground Overground.
Oh.
I love them.
Oh, that's like a very cool like indie show, right?
They do all these, shout out to my baby boys. They're two young boys, and they produce these shows in like different locations all the time. So I've done like warehouses in Brooklyn, and I'm doing like a sports center tonight.
I love that.
It's so fun.
Oh my God.
And it's all Gen Z crowd, which makes me feel young.
That's fun.
Yeah. And I yell at them for being young too. So I get both sides, where I feel young, but I'm also ragging on them.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Gabby, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok and even Twitter, but not really. At Gabby is Bryan, GabbyIsBryan. I'm at the stand all the time. I'm around the city. I have my own podcast called La Podcast.
Love that.
L''podcast. I have a newsletter that I put out sometimes called You've Got Mail, Bitch. And that's really it. I'm just kind of living the dream. I'm trying to wear more mini skirts.
Yes.
That's really where I'm at.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, you can find Gabby and her mini skirts online. And also, don't forget, subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe on Patreon. Tell me what you want to see on Patreon. Tell me what you want.
Please. Patreon's so hard.
It is. It really is.
Just be like, do you want more of me just like chatting?
Do you want me to just chat? Do you want extra episodes, pictures, not of my feet? Anyway.
But I'll put pictures of my feet up there.
Yes, exactly. So subscribe for
pro bono
photos of Gabby's feet. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.